Let's go.
England, weighing 225 pounds, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay and Brian Cage have crossed paths in the past, Taz, but tonight it's more about getting a win back for Brian Cage. It's about blood. It is about animosity between Ospreay, Omega, and the Don Callis family.
Absolutely, and it's thick hatred for sure, Shivani. But I'll tell you what, it's a great way to kick off Dynamite with the aerial assassin.
Yeah, as you can see, we are moving towards Grand Slam Australia. Well, he and Kenny Omega.
Ospreay, Ospreay. Ospreay, Ospreay. Ospreay, Ospreay. Ospreay, Ospreay.
Of Ospreay and Omega taking on the AEW International Champion Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher live in Brisbane.
Chico, California, weighing 274 pounds, the Machine, Brian Cage.
I think Cage went to the...
For the ones who know safety isn't a catch.
Just once today? Well, this was the scene 1 week ago. Ospreay and Omega, they couldn't agree on much, but what they could agree on, Tony, was their mutual hatred of Don Callis and the Don Callis family. Just an aerial assault from Ospreay and Omega, this dream team. And then they made it official. They would be teaming up at Grand Slam Australia to face Takeshita and Fletcher as Don Callis joining us here at the desk. Welcome, Don. Oh, Don has a microphone in hand.
Ospreay, I have something very important to tell you. I want you to take a good look at that screen right now. Take a look. Take a look.
That's Kenny Omega.
That's Omega. Yeah, it's Omega.
Kenny Omega's down, and he's being attended to as the match gets underway here.
And while Ospreay was looking up at the screen, Brian Cage on the assault. Don Callis, what have you done?
Yes.
Listen, I'm out here. I didn't do anything, but looks like Kenny Omega has been marginalized. Someone's attacked him.
Well, I got to say, Callis, good game plan by you to kick this thing off to give the upper advantage right away to Cage on that. What happened to Omega backstage?
That's, of course, if you had anything to do with it, Don.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Will
Look
Ospreay
at the power.
looking for the Hork on Rana, but instead Brian Cage stops Ospreay in his tracks, but Ospreay, a flurry of right hands, fighting his way free.
Well, you're giving up a lot of size and power, obviously, to the machine, Brian Cage, so Ospreay's got to take this thing to the air, which he's great at, obviously.
I'm so happy to have Lance Archer out here with me to protect me. It's been a very dangerous environment lately. Now, here's what we can't have happen. Can't let Ospreay get going with the aerial maneuvers.
It's a dangerous environment that you have created, Don.
As Ospreay now looking to take flight, Cage walking off, and now the shoulder tackle drops Ospreay to the floor.
Wow, a fundamental wrestling move, a running shoulder, but by a guy with the moniker The Machine. As you can see, he's a massive man. Speaking of massive, the Murder Hawk monster Lance Archer right there behind our desk.
Don, you were pleading innocence about that, what appeared to be an attack on Kenny Omega, but I only see 3 members of the Don Callis family here at ringside. Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher unaccounted for. What about this 6th member you alluded to?
Listen, there's a lot of speculation about a lot of things. I don't know what you're talking about, but I will say this. You can't teach size, and Brian Cage has a gigantic size advantage tonight.
But Brian Cage's head landed right into that steel post, and Ospreay had some advantage, but now look at this.
Cat-like agility from the aerial assassin. The elbow strike backs up. Oh, look at Ospreay.
Oh, no.
Ospreay was looking for a flipping neck breaker, but instead Cage caught him, plucked him out of midair.
It's amazing strength, Excalibur.
Drop him on his head.
Good God.
Look at this. Cage instead
Put him down here for Daddy.
That's amazing.
Instead of driving Ospreay down, he's just walking Ospreay around the arena here in Huntsville, and look at him, bringing him back up and driving him down.
Right in front of the desk right here, right in front of Don Callis and Lance.
Fantastic. That's Brian Cage.
He's never looked better. He's never looked better than right now. My God, look at him.
It's almost as if someone's been mentoring him.
Oh, wait a second. While Rick Knox's attention was on Brian Cage, Archer!
No, come on.
Driving Ospreay face first to our announce desk.
Oh, look at this.
Don Callis, look at the cheap shots.
Cause I'm gonna get me some.
Cage doing a masterful job of distracting the referee's attention.
Don hurt his hand. I wish he would have hit him with his mouth.
Oh. Don, put your headset back.
No, don't tell him, dude. Watch out.
Oh, come on now. Well, it's easy to do this with Kenny Omega down the back.
Hey, Brian, good job, buddy. Looking
Brian
good.
Cage,
Look at this guy. What a stunt. What a stunt.
He is a stud, I agree.
Well, at least someone likes you, Don. That's nice.
Everything's coming up the family tonight, Taz.
Yeah, I could see, man.
Wow.
You got everything. Everything's a holiday when you're Don Callis. You know what I mean?
Hopefully we'll get an update on Kenny Omega. I mean, listen, this match is rapidly approaching at Grand Slam Australia.
I just hope that when we get the update, I hope his intestines are okay.
Oh, for crying out loud. You're the worst.
I'm being serious.
Well, the thing is now the core of the body of Ospreay is in grave danger.
Yeah, Brian Cage carrying 220 plus pounds of Ospreay on his shoulders, now drives him into the mat. Ospreay off the middle ropes, face first. Cage with the cover in the bottom rope, but Lance Archer.
Ref didn't see it, but he might have saw it.
I think someone woke up Knox now for that one time. This is ridiculous.
Fans want him out, Taz.
Yeah, they do, and you see Cage kind of arguing it, but you got to tip your cap to Ospreay. Good match sense, knowing where he was to utilize that bottom rope as his friend at that moment. Because he could have been beat right there, Shivani, but that bottom rope helped.
That's right, and Lance Archer very, very lucky he's not thrown out, and he's staying there in ringside. He's got one knee on the apron.
Oh, he went for the ball to get powerbomb and got caught there.
Well, friendly fire between the Don Callis family members.
Whoa! Look at this, my God!
No. Cage hook, Styles, clash! Didn't get all of it, but wasn't enough! It was!
There's your winner, Ospreay.
What a battle, what a battle.
A come-from-behind victory for Will Ospreay.
Yeah, he coming from behind, all right.
Into the ring!
That's the last guy you want all over you right now, the gigantic Murder Hawk monster trying to cover up his Ospreay.
And you know what?
This is the end of Will Ospreay.
Well, he's a man alone right now.
No one's coming. This is the end.
You're right.
Yeah, the fans here in Huntsville, they are chanting, they are cheering for Kenny Omega, but as we saw,
He got attacked.
Omega seemingly attacked before
Finish
this
him
match.
off.
And
Finish him off.
Finish him off. I don't want him getting to Brisbane.
See, this is what it's all about, Brisbane.
This is after a brutal match, meaning physical match that Ospreay had. Brutal from physicality from Cage, and now Lance Archer right there along with Brian Cage.
Wait a minute, guys.
What is this?
it's Kenny It's Kenny Omega, chair in hand. Jabbing Archer in the midsection, and now,
God, he threw the chair right at his hand.
that's a fastball from Brian Cage.
Just had a Van Dam flashback.
Wow. And the bench.
Yeah, that was a Sabu flashback.
Wielding a chair, keeping everybody alive.
Kenny's not done. He's fired up.
Lance Archer thinking better of it when Kenny Omega is swinging that steel chair.
Well, much as they could try, guys, they couldn't keep Kenny Omega down.
Yeah, that attack earlier, whatever happened. Oh, watch out.
In from behind, it's Kyle Fletcher cutting Nosuke Takeshita.
Oh, now it's
The
4-on-2.
men that will face the dream team of Ospreay and Omega in Brisbane in just over 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, but we're not in Brisbane just yet, and man, oh man, the numbers game has caught up to Omega and Ospreay.
Now Kenny's getting beaten up twice tonight.
Yeah, for Taz, for as incredible of athletes as Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay are, to be beaten down 4-on-2 by the Don Callis family, especially by Archer, Cage,
Oh, yeah.
Fletcher, and Takeshita.
Look at this. Looks like maybe stereo pile drivers possibly.
Oh, my
Good God. Oh, God. Oh, Kenny hit, both of them hit very, very hard.
Brutal, brutal move right there. Pile driver sends a message that we're trying to end careers.
Yeah,
No
remember
question.
Ospreay, of course, with those neck issues that have been plaguing him for over a year.
Ooh.
Omega with issues of his own, not only his neck, but that midsection, which Lance Archer was honing in on with that chair.
This is brutal, and as we said, Grand Slam Australia is rapidly.
Well, these guys, how much more of an attack, how much more of a beatdown do you need to do?
On the lower abdomen here, Taz, and we know.
I think Ospreay might be bleeding from the mouth, I believe.
As Kyle Fletcher, the former friend, the former ally of Will Ospreay, turning his back on him, inflicting even more punishment as Omega and Ospreay.
It's a mirror.
It's going to be
Fletcher and Takeshita.
I respect it. Look at Ospreay covering the body of Kenny, saying, "Stop! Just hit me instead of him."
Victory for him, but and Jeff Jarrett wins. Where are
Follow up with what happened with him and Ricochet in the ring last week.
Oh, what?
Well, he's not in there.
What are you doing? What's going on?
It's none of your business.
Okay, well, can you talk to me about Christopher Daniels and his
No,
appearance?
I don't think I can.
Whoa.
That is unbelievable. You know, he just walks around like he's king shit. Everybody loves Hangman, though. The fans, no matter what he does, Hangman did nothing wrong. But if I breathe funny, I mean, it's all over for me. I'm just the hypocritical.
MJF, while you're here, can I talk to you about Jeff Jarrett's upcoming match tonight against Claudio Castagnoli? Max, please, can I have your attention?
Oh, sorry, love. ADD. How do I feel tonight? I'm not going to let anybody, nobody, ruin my mood tonight, Renee. Tonight I get to prove that my words aren't just beautiful poetry. No, they're prophecy. See, last week, Double J, I told you that sometimes you're better off making a deal with the devil than you are defying him. And tonight you're going to learn that the hard way. Because tonight you are going to have to go out there alone and face one of the most dangerous man AEW has to offer in half man, half horse, Claudio Castagnoli. And that's all because of your narcissism, Jeff, because you refused my sweetheart of an offer. But I got a new offer for you tonight, Jeff, and unfortunately for you, it's one you can't decline. And it goes something like this, Double J. The last outlaws, last ride. Ain't I great?
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite on TBS. Let's take you back to this was 1 week ago when Will Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, Big Bill met face to face. And then this past Saturday at Collision, Tony, it got bloody, it got brutal, it got personal between those two men. But right now, I understand we are going to hear from Powerhouse Hobbs.
Unfortunately, Big Bill, I wasn't cleared to travel to Dynamite tonight. But just as we went off that stage on Collision, I told you we're going to hell. But when I'm cleared to come back, I'm going to show you that hell is just the beginning.
Well, Tony, of course, it was bloody, it was brutal, as I mentioned. It was a bag full of bricks that Big Bill hit Powerhouse Hobbs with. That's why Hobbs isn't cleared.
Right in the face, he hit him with it.
That's what you have to do with someone like Hobbs. He's not going to stop coming at you, but, well, you know what time it is right here. Big Claudio.
The emissary of violence for John Moxley's Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, stepping into battle here tonight.
So much on the line for Jeff Jarrett in this one. We heard the comments from MJF earlier. Tough man to go through if you want a world title shot, Taz. I can tell you that.
I was just thinking that, Shivani. No doubt about that.
This battle is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Lucerne, Switzerland. Weighing 252 pounds. He is 1/3 of the AEW World Trios Champions. Claudio Castagnoli.
It was 1
week ago at Dynamite, Jeff Jarrett, he was making his case. He was saying that this is his year. This is when he will capture the AEW World Championship for the very first time. But when you talk about the championship, Taz, you talk about the man who holds that title, and Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli's boss for all intents and purposes.
And very close friend for sure, Claudio and obviously Moxley. So good luck to Jarrett getting over this giant mountain called Claudio.
From Nashville, Tennessee, weighing 216 pounds, the last outlaw, Jeff Jarrett.
And Tony, we heard from Jeff Jarrett that it was the...
That bouffant hair flying back, came right back with a fist.
And oh, look at that, Jarrett just kicked to the... But Claudio Castagnoli has him locked in.
Can really tap out here.
Remember, this is for a shot at the AEW World Championship for Jeff Jarrett. Is it slipping through his fingers before our eyes?
Where is Jarrett getting this from, Shivani?
I don't know. It digging deep for all those years, and he's going to get out of it here, Taz.
He sure did.
Look at wait,
What?
Jeff Jarrett now, reversing a sharpshooter of his own. As Claudio making a desperate reach.
Yeah.
Jarrett brings him back towards center.
Great job, Jarrett.
This is amazing by Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett sits back and look at this Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, he slipped.
Throwing the chair into the ring. Bryce Remsburg, distracted by Yuta's presence, but while all this is going on, Claudio Castagnoli, the chair.
Oh, my God.
Death Riders had a game plan.
Swing and a miss by Castagnoli. Jeff Jarrett goes around and
Oh, my God, Jon Moxley.
well, plan A didn't work. Plan B will. Jon Moxley.
So it takes 3 people to beat up Jeff Jarrett.
Didn't see a second of it.
World champion just planted Jeff Jarrett. There's a good chance his title hopes are shot right now, meaning Jarrett's.
The paradigm shift.
Oh, no.
Planted Jeff Jarrett, and Claudio Castagnoli wants to remove all down the neutralizer. Castagnoli.
This is horrible.
They should cover him. Just cover him, Claudio. What is Claudio?
Oh, wait. He's not done. He looked over his shoulder at Jon Moxley.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Jarrett driven down once again. Castagnoli covers. 2, 3.
Claudio Castagnoli.
Well, you got to give a big assist to the Death Riders, especially AEW World Champion Jon Moxley. What an effort right there by Jarrett, though.
You know what? It just seems to me that it is going to be next to impossible to deal with these guys. I mean, Jon Moxley may hold on to this world title as long as he wants.
Tony, I think that is a very distinct possibility. Who can match the sheer firepower of Jon Moxley and the Death Riders?
And for those that don't realize, we assume that the world title's in that briefcase that Marina is holding. That metal briefcase, tough to see here, but
yeah, understand later on tonight we will hear more from the close-up interview with Renee Paquette that she conducted with Jon Moxley and the Death Riders addressing.
I think an asshole's gonna come out.
Jeff Jarrett right now. Was this his last chance, Tony, at becoming a world champion for the final time in his career?
I hope not. I think Jeff Jarrett's got a lot of great matches still in the tank. I personally hope not.
Well, certainly Huntsville does not want to see Jeff
Told
Jarrett's
you.
career end without him claiming another world championship.
hey, it might not be popular, guys, but I respect the timing of picking his spots by MJF right now. I do. I think it's smart. And you can see the smile. He's gloating.
A multi-time world champion Jeff Jarrett, a one-time world champion, and Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Just want to point that out.
That's a very negative slant that you just
I
made.
know, just facts, Tad, facts.
It's easy to be negative when you see MJF.
You know, Jeff, I just wanted to come out here to say
Oh! Good God.
And oh man,
Knocked him flat on his back.
like I said, picking his spots. MJF does it better than everybody. He knows.
That Dynamite diamond ring
Of course.
doing the real damage there.
Absolutely it did.
Jeff, as you know, I truly respect my elders. And that's precisely why I'm not gonna say I told you so.
It's hard to imagine anyone as horrible in life than MJF. Anyone.
He is the scum.
Ricochet, earlier today, I tried to get a word with Swerve Strickland. However, he is nowhere to be found. But I have been informed from Tony Khan that in your match tonight against AR Fox, if he interferes at all, he will have to forfeit his match with you next week in Atlanta.
Really? Good. Good, because finally, Swerve is out of my business.
Ricochet, you've said that you've got a lot that you want to get off your chest. What's on your mind?
Renee, we are not going to do this right here. I mean, look at how I'm dressed. What do you think, that I am some sort of hoodlum? No. See, you and I are going to do this in a formal setting this Saturday on Collision. But as for tonight, the powers that be here in AEW seem to further bully me by putting me in a match against AR Fox 1 week before one of the biggest matches of my career. So, if you don't mind, let me go take care of this situation real quick.
Good luck tonight.
Ricochet and Swerve Strickland scheduled to take place 1 week from tonight on Dynamite, but if Swerve interferes tonight, could be in jeopardy. But it was Ricochet last week that tried to interfere in Swerve's match.
That's right. So that's kind of confusing, but there it is.
This next contest is set forward for with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Las Vegas.
Works over them to be a great for him.
From Ansonia, Connecticut, weighing 185 pounds, AR Fox.
Well, Taz, we talked about how last week AR Fox was almost like a mentor, an older brother to Swerve Strickland. Likewise, he has a lot of shared history with Ricochet, does AR Fox, from their time on the independent scene in the 2010s.
Yeah.
These two men were tearing it up across the country, around the world, and now it coming full circle here tonight on Dynamite. Ricochet already has one AEW win over AR Fox. Can he make it two?
Well, that remains to be seen, as we say, but if you're new to watching these two athletes and watching AEW, I mean, these are two guys with a very similar style. They take a lot of chances. They're going to fly around. They can haul ass in the air. So, you know, it should be a great matchup and exciting with some dangerous stuff involved there, Shivani.
Yeah, and they know each other very, very well. They wrestled prior to this, their time in AEW.
Must be an echo.
Yeah, Fox has 4 wins over Ricochet, but I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if there's any place to hide a scissor in the trunk or not.
I think you might be right about that, Shivani. I don't think there is. I mean, nice shoulder block.
Clever tackle by Fox, taking Ricochet down a couple times. Big swing and a miss. Nice side headlock takeover. Ricochet counters, goes for the pinning predicament. Barely a 1 count from referee Mike Posey.
When you get in that side headlock when you're on a mat like that with a tight S grip that AR Fox has, it's tough. It's hiding who he's really been. You know, he's still, you can't take.
The leg captured, the cover, the win potentially.
Ones do, they're able to just pop a
An innovative offense flowing here, but Ricochet slips through the legs, goes underneath, back elbow. I think that one caught Fox flush underneath the chin. Damn. But leaping Enziguri has now AR Fox, just like an iconoclasm, steps through, brings Ricochet up, the cutter sends him down, and Fox.
That was tremendous.
Yeah, it really was. If Fox isn't done, guys.
450.
He's got it.
On the money. No, Ricochet kicks out.
Man, I don't care if you like Ricochet or not, you got to respect that kick out, because I thought he was beat right there.
Man, twice in a row, he just got out of it.
Tremendous sequence of attacks there by AR Fox. Ricochet showing his toughness here tonight.
And right now he's frustrated, Taz.
He is frustrated, but that's Ricochet showing he's battle-tested, and that's what gets that kick out there, being battle-tested.
And Fox trying to bring Ricochet back into the ring.
He wants out of the ring, though, dude. He wants out. I don't blame him.
Yeah, Ricochet maybe trying to buy himself some time, catch his breath, trying to prevent a pinfall or a submission taking place inside the ring. Is Ricochet holding on to that top rope.
Got to be careful here. Uh-oh.
Fox, oh, look at this. Ricochet grabbing on the referee's shirt.
It's tough for AR Fox to pull off whatever he wanted to do because...
Yeah, that little extra leverage allowed Ricochet to escape.
Kick out.
Ricochet the cover.
Kick out.
No, Fox still in this fight.
Talking about a great escape, Taz. That was a great one by Fox.
Sure was. Again, that was an impressive kick. It was short, impressive kick out early from Ricochet, two of them. And then just one there by Fox.
But Ricochet, the elaborate setup, the spirit gun. There it is. And he's not done yet. Hoist up AR Fox. Vertigo, center of the ring. Ricochet collects the legs and collects the win.
Ricochet.
Oh, tremendous matchup right there. You got to give it up for AR Fox. Not victorious, but man, what a battle. He put up a hell of a fight, did Fox.
And we did not see Swerve Strickland. He didn't try to interfere in this match, which means it is official for Dynamite. Next Wednesday night on TBS and streaming on Max, the grudge match. Swerve Strickland.
Wait.
Where'd he come? Were those in his tights?
No.
I was loaded in the bottom turnbuckle.
Okay, there you go.
Wait a second.
Wait.
Swerve Strickland.
With a chain.
Swept up the legs of Ricochet. Where did Swerve come from? It doesn't matter because Swerve rained down right hands on Ricochet.
Yeah, and it's after the match, so it's all good in the hood, as they say.
Swerve Strickland.
Oh, God.
You can tell the intensity, the animosity between these two men just boiling over.
And the crowd is going wild for Swerve.
They sure as hell are. Strickland is, I think he's just getting started here. We're getting a preview of next week, guys.
You're not kidding, we are.
Wow.
Ricochet pulling
What? No.
He's got the scissors.
Ricochet with the scissors against Fox's throat.
Well, you talked about the history Excalibur of Swerve and AR Fox, the former, the friendship they had of years ago. Kind of has him like hostage.
Using
No, get him.
as a human shield is Ricochet.
We saw Swerve and Fox shake hands, bury the hatchet last week, and then he does this.
But there will be no such respite next week for Ricochet. He will have to face Swerve Strickland one-on-one. Grudge match is an understatement, Taz.
Yeah, you're not kidding. You can see the eyes of Strickland. He said 1 week. 1 week.
There will be nowhere for Ricochet to run. Next Wednesday night, Dynamite, our return to Atlanta, Georgia. Swerve Strickland, Ricochet, finally meeting one-on-one, Tony.
Yeah, and again, Ricochet with those scissors, you know he's going to have them with him next week in Atlanta. Let's just see what happens.
It will be a massive grudge match.
Yeah, and
No,
again, Ricochet with those scissors, you know he's going to have them with him next week in Atlanta. Let's just see what happens.
It will be a massive grudge match 1 week from tonight. Dynamite, our return with John.
Things are significantly based. Why
Oh, you already watched this.
are you essentially holding this title hostage?
Why do you need to see it? Hi guys, welcome to another New York Minute, coming to you live this week from Huntsville, Alabama, home of the Crimson Toad. Roll Toad! Lots going on with the Nueve. As you just saw, my new movie Dark Match premieres in theaters and on Shudder this Friday night. It's violent, it's gory, it's fun, just like The Learning Tree. But speaking of violent, as we just saw,
Is it really?
last
Look
week
it up.
Big Bill took out Will Hobbs.
Oh,
Tell
it's
us about
it.
it, Redwood.
You know, what you said to me last week really struck a chord, LT. It's one thing for me to share the teachings of the Learning Tree with the world. It's another thing to put your words into action. I feel like now I understand your words in a way that I never did before. I feel stronger.
Yeah, Bill, when I hear you say that, it makes me very proud. It makes me very proud of me for being such a great mentor. And Bill, I told you to take out Hobbs, but permanently. And you didn't do that, so you're gonna have to work a little bit harder next time. But you're gonna have a chance to learn once again this Saturday on Collision when the Bad Apple and I take on the other two heathens who caused us to lose the 12-man match at Maximum Carnage, the Outrunners. And Outrunners, you claim to have been around for decades. Well, I've never seen you on television besides AEW, ever! Mandela effect! So this Saturday, the youngest men alive are gonna get taught a lesson from the smartest men alive. And Big Bill, I expect you to make me proud, for real this time. That's it, another New York Minute. Thanks, guys!
But the thing is, the New York Minute's more than a minute.
It's also not New York, but
And it's not right. Oh, all right.
Following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, weighing 222 pounds, Switchblade Jay White.
Tony, before we turn our attention to this match, I have to mention that in his lifetime, Powerhouse Hobbs, he's been stabbed, he's been shot, he's been hit in the face with a bag full of bricks by Big Bill, and he has not stopped yet. There is undoubtedly unfinished business between those two men.
Yeah, and we saw what happened a week ago on Collision. No, less than a week ago, back on Collision this past Saturday. Hobbs was hurt, there's no doubt about that, but he kept coming, and he won't stop, just like you said, Excalibur. Well, here come the Death Riders again.
And his opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 199 pounds, he is 1/3 of the AEW World Trio.
The four-way match, that for the Blade Runner, but it was the
Moxley's back in loyalty. And right now, it's one-on-one, though, so good luck dealing with Jay White if you're Yuta. But both these men are tremendous pro wrestlers, and we'll see how this thing goes.
Yeah, Andy.
Blade Runner attempted.
I like that game plan by Jay White.
Yuta trying to get the jump on Jay White. He's got to wake up pretty early in the morning to get one over on the Switchblade.
Switchblade was going for that finishing move, man. But Yuta got himself out of harm's way.
And you know, Jay White very leisurely taking that ring jacket off to lure Wheeler Yuta in. We've talked at length about what a great defensive wrestler, what a great counter wrestler Jay White is, and that exemplifies it.
Well, right now, Yuta is playing the waiting game. He's going to stay out of that ring, and he's not going to let Jay White dictate the pace or the match.
But Tony, Jay White knows as soon as he leaves the ring, as soon as he gets on the floor, he puts himself in a position to be taken advantage of by the Death Riders.
And he watched, I'm sure, backstage like we did what happened to Jeff Jarrett, so he knows that they are circling around here somewhere. They're all in the building, so we'll see what happens here.
A few moments ago, we heard on that close-up interview with Renee Paquette that why Jon Moxley has held that AEW World Championship under lock and key, that he's the living embodiment of that World Championship title belt. You don't need to see the belt if you could see Jon Moxley.
I think Jon made a lot of sense in many ways right now. But
in that title. Yeah, Jay White so adept at using those chops, and now the stomp, Yuta refusing.
One blow to the leg, and that ended that.
As Yuta now.
Right there, you want to cup over your opponent's kneecap, and that's exactly what Yuta's
reach for that bottom rope. Turner, remember, still to come tonight, our main event, Mercedes Moné puts the TBS Championship on the line against Yuka Sakazaki. We will hear from the AEW Women's World Champion Mariah May after the stunning return of Timeless Tony Storm as Yuta drives down Jay White. The chance here, the cover, the lateral press, and Jay White still able to kick out.
Jay White just fighting through some pain here, Taz. Can't even stand up, man.
He's got heart. Nice German right there with a bridge.
German suplex, the cover. Jay White narrowly narrowly avoiding defeat.
Very hard to do a German suplex with a bridge like that this late in the match, man. You're fatigued, but that was impressive by Yuta.
As Yuta ascend to the top. The splash, no. Jay White rolls inward. Oh, but a waiting back elbow from Wheeler Yuta. As now Yuta maybe thinking Busaiku knee. As Jay White up to his feet. Yuta, Busaiku, no. Jay White. Blade Runner. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Switchblade, Jay White.
Now, considering what Jay White went through to that knee, Taz, that was a heck of a win, man.
You are not kidding, my man. That was very impressive. Both men, hell of a match. Great offense and attack on the leg by Yuta, but man, Jay White just a little too much for him.
Yeah,
Do it again.
Has not forgotten how Wheeler Yuta has tormented him over the last month or so. And another Blade Runner for good measure.
Hey, I don't blame Jay White. Go for it, man.
Fans want one more.
Great people of the great state of Alabama. They want a little more. You're right, Shivani.
And I think Jay White's going to do it.
Oh, wait a second. Just as Jay White is poised to deliver another Blade Runner, in comes the world champion, Jon Moxley.
Trying to get the attack.
Oh.
White distracted, and there goes Claudio Castagnoli from behind.
I don't have him looking like Yamcha.
By the Death Riders now, they are just stopping the hell out of Jay White here.
Just like we saw earlier.
Yes.
The rated R superstar, Adam Coughlin, an FTR rated FTR.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Death Riders, they got out of Dodge real quick.
They're making themselves very, very scarce once Cope and FTR arrived.
They bailed the hell out of here.
Yeah, they scurried as soon as they heard the music. Didn't wait to see him.
It's a little different, huh? It's a little different because it's even. It's an even fight right now. Death Riders, I know how you operate. And here's the thing, I don't hate how you operate. But what I do hate is when you try to end a 67-year-old man who is my idol, Ricky Morton. That's when I got a problem. Right now, tonight, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, one half of the greatest tag team, the Midnight Express, Dennis Condrey is here. And in Dennis Condrey's name, on Collision, FTR versus the Death Riders. In a Mid-South street fight.
Okay.
See y'all there.
How about that challenge?
Big challenge thrown out by Dax Harwood.
Mid-South street fight. I like the sound of that. For decades.
In just over 2 weeks, were we this past Saturday at Collision.
From the UK to Japan to here in AEW, you're an inspiration. And one day, I want to be just
to be in Huntsville. But looking around, maybe we should change the first letter to a C?
Mariah, we have seen the metamorphosis of timeless Toni Storm, who you will be defending your championship against at Grand Slam Australia. You seemed visibly shaken, Mariah.
We're doing this? Playing Toni Storm, the return of Toni Storm. This isn't real, Renee. None of this is real. Toni Storm is not real.
The fans disagree.
You want to play the role of Toni Storm? Okay, why don't you play the Toni Storm who gave her heart to a woman who used her for her gold? No. Why don't you play the Toni Storm whose most memorable moment was bleeding and crying in my hands. Why don't you play the Toni Storm who walked out of Wembley Stadium and Japan and Mexico because she couldn't touch me? You can play whatever Toni Storm you'd like. The ending stays the same. I don't
No,
need
it
to
doesn't.
roleplay because when you're this good, you don't change a thing. I am the woman from hell, and I always will be, and I will remind you for the rest of your life. Look now and never forget, for this is your AEW Women's World Champion.
Well, Mariah May certainly with the capabilities to
Oh, damn, they
back
changed
up
it.
that talk, but timeless Toni Storm is out for revenge in Brisbane. But fans, we have so many great tag teams here in All Elite Wrestling. Let's hear from a couple of names we haven't heard from in a while.
Who?
First-time champions for these young kids.
Oh.
Don't necessarily like the way they approach their business, but you can't deny what they've become.
We demand respect. We are the best tag team in the world. Golden Ass Boy now. We're just some high rollers, some top shelf gunslingers. Your unified trios champions, the Bang Bang Gang. If you ain't down with that, we got two words for you. Guns up!
Well, fans, coming up this Saturday night on Collision, the cold-hearted handsome devil Hook and Samoa Joe will team up to face Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian of the Patriarchy. Plus, the tag team action will continue in the Learning Tree. Chris Jericho and the Bad Apple Brian Keith take on the Outrunners this Saturday night for Collision. Well, and we will also hear from timeless Toni Storm this Saturday night ahead of her clash with Mariah May in Brisbane, Australia for the AEW Women's World Championship. And Daniel Garcia will put his TNT Championship on the line in a three-way match against Kyle O'Reilly and Tiger Style Lee Moriarty. Let's take a look at how we got here. Beginning a couple weeks ago at Collision, the Undisputed Kingdom were victorious. It was Shane Taylor who hit the ring, laying waste to O'Reilly, Adam Cole, and Roderick Strong. Daddy Magic, Daniel Garcia came in to even the odds, bailing out the Undisputed Kingdom. But then, this past Saturday night, our Jacksonville homecoming for Collision, it was the Undisputed Kingdom earning the victory, and this coming Saturday night, it is official, the TNT Championship three-way match, Daniel Garcia versus Lee Moriarty and Kyle O'Reilly, this Saturday night on TNT and Max. But coming up next, our Dynamite main event, Yuka Sakazaki, the magical girl, will challenge the CEO, Mercedes Moné, for the TBS Championship.
Normally, we would blow. But we're going to celebrate first because we are classy gentlemen who conduct business. It's not personal. I would like to recognize the former AEW Tag Team Champions, Private Party. They had warrior spirit. They fought hard. It wasn't their fault that they ran into the most devastating tandem in all of professional wrestling. These tag team titles are going to stay here as long as we want them. We are putting everyone on notice. The Almighty Bobby Lashley, Stand of Excellence, Shelton Benjamin, the Hurt Syndicate.
accept any challenge from any challenger, anytime, any place. We are the Hurt Syndicate, and we hurt people.
We are the true 1%ers.
Konosuke Takeshita, the 10th AEW International Champion in history.
You can also call him the never open weight champion.
His fortunes were changed once he aligned himself with Don Callis.
We're going to do what we do everywhere in the world, every ring that they send us.
Josh Alexander, TJP, Shingo Takagi.
We are going to win 1, 2, 3.
The Alpha Konosuke Takeshita, undoubtedly a phenomenal athlete, but you want to talk about phenomenal. Callis coming in Takeshita, and to the Aussie Arrow, Kyle Fletcher. Grand Slam Australia, our debut in Brisbane, but that's not all. We still had so much only, but John Mox was too nicely won. Now, let's head to the back where we will hear from the Vendetta, Taya Valkyrie and Deonna Purrazzo.
Come here. Come. Moments from now, we're going to witness Mercedes Moné defend her TBS championship versus Yuka.
We both know that could have been me, it should have been me, and it would have been me if it wasn't for Harley Cameron.
Harley, you love sticking your balloons where they don't belong.
You know what, Taya? This world wasn't built for women like us. And that is exactly why we need to take what we think we deserve. So, Harley, now you belong to the Vendetta.
Saturday, Collision, we're coming to collect.
Harley Cameron, she's been angling for a shot at the TBS Championship, of course. But before Harley can attempt to dethrone the CEO, another woman will have the opportunity, but Taz, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, the champion's prerogative to enter first. The CEO wants to give the people of Huntsville, the people on TBS and Max, a show.
Well, of course, Mercedes, you know the deal with Mercedes. She needs the spotlight on her at all times. I respect that out of her, and she's just collected championship belts left and right, left. Look at this. She's draped in gold here, guys.
I've never seen a more decorated champion here in AEW. You, with 4 belts.
For that big merry-go-round on her feet.
Another counter, well, this time by Yuka.
And Yuka, look at that, the thrust kick.
You saw that look of shock on the face of Mercedes. The CEO's in trouble.
Yeah, she got caught right in the jaw with that thrust kick. In the jaw.
The hammerlock cinched in, the merry-go-round. The CEO taken for a ride and driven down.
Uh-oh.
Is this Yuka's chance? The opportunity here.
She's got it up.
No. Wow.
And don't wait. Yuka, get up and get on her. Look at this impact here, guys.
Yeah, that hammerlock was cinched in tight, and Mercedes goes down face first. As now Yuka, maybe burning some daylight here, she charges in. That's exactly what happened, Taz.
You're right. You are correct. Face first goes Yuka. CEO's back in control, maybe.
Backstabber by Mercedes.
Wow.
And now looking for that statement maker. Transitions over Yuka in the center of the ring.
A long way to go. She doesn't have that long of a reach either.
Oh, wait, but Yuka counters the roll-up. Mercedes forced to abandon ship. Swing and a miss by the champion. Yuka rolling elbow strike.
Got all of that.
And this is how Yuka did it this past Saturday. Collision. The roll-up. No. Mercedes once again kicking out.
Super close there.
Yuka has come to fight, guys. Wow, she is giving the champion everything and more.
And Mercedes gets the boots up. Yuka, kick to the back of the head. The Enziguri has Mercedes staggered. Yuka, German suplex off the ropes.
Holding her up, Taz.
Oh, she sure did. Back of the CEO's head really hit the mat hard. That's like basically a snap German, but low trajectory.
Now Yuka looking for that magical girl splash. If she hits it, could be it for Mercedes, but the knees were up. And now the roll-up, 2, 3, no! Yuka able to kick out with that knee strike underneath the jaw.
And Mercedes thinking one move ahead that time.
Powerbomb.
Someone's been watching
And
David
Mercedes
Finley.
not done yet. Mercedes now bringing Yuka up. Got her hooked. The money maker. The cover. And Mercedes. The defense of the TBS Championship.
The winner of this match and still TBS champion, the CEO.
Every single bit of that victory here tonight in our Dynamite main event. And fans, we thank you for joining us tonight on TBS and Max for Dynamite. We will see you this Saturday night on TNT and stream it on Max for Collision.
I mean, that was good. It was good. It was good. Just regular, nothing major. I can't wait for that street fight though this Saturday. I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait for the ass boys. I mean, the guns to show up, help out Jay with this crisis. But all right, y'all.